what did you say? Tell me. If you have a life and you can't add me to it,
yeah,
leave it.
Yeah,
leave. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It. I'm your host Bree, and this is my co-host
Claire. Hi everybody. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh.
I watched the episode. I was like, I'm ready to come here and just chat with you guys. So thanks for having me, Bree.
Of course, like anytime, seriously. Like I'm so happy. Like we've been friends since like freshman year of college,
yes.
and here we are now today doing a podcast episode. So let's go. Okay, so today's topic is gonna be why do we have a type but then end up with the complete opposite? Like that happens to you?
Yeah. It's like we have
much.
this whole image in our head. It's like it's not realistic.
No, seriously. Like we need to understand because I be confused.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get into it and we're gonna help you guys understand too because
get down and gritty with the little details.
Exactly. Oh, you're meant for this. Okay, so the first little
topic of discussion.
Yes, is general versus specific types.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I feel like in my head I have these general ideas of a guy, and then I'm so specific and picky about certain things.
So give me some general.
Okay, general. I know the ladies are gonna kill me. The tall girls are gonna kill me.
No
But
way.
general, height. I don't know why, but I say this around people all the time. They be like, "Oh my God, it's not negotiable." I'm like, no. Like height for me is like, okay. Sometimes I am being picky. I know that, but I know for height for me, I don't know. It makes me feel secure and protected.
Like when they're a little taller than you.
Yeah, I like that. So like, and the tall girls like, leave the tall guys for us. We are tall already. I'm like, sis, that's what I want.
The thing is, like, he doesn't need to be like a giant or anything, but just have a little bit height on you. Like, you know, some people like it when like a guy's shoulder is to their head. Like, I don't mind that, but like to me, as long as they're like here to like, you know, like a little something, like you just can't be, you know, to me, I'm not gonna lie, in high school, like I used to not care at all. Like I used to like someone that was shorter than me.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I was like, I don't care, I love your personality.
I don't know. I feel like for me, like I don't wear heels that often, but if I do, I want to look up at my man, like, not him looking down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Once you
like,
get older, you realize.
Yeah. When you get older, like those little things matter. Like those are general things. Like of course, like respect, honesty.
Yeah.
Like everybody wants that from a guy.
For a fact.
Like those are the general things I can think of. Like money, stability. Like you know. But,
yes.
Yeah.
That's very true. I agree. Like specifically, like you need the stability. Okay, you need the the support.
Mm-hmm.
Like who is gonna be with somebody who doesn't like can't help them out, can't help themselves out. Like what's going on? Like you shouldn't be in a relationship. But like
that's true.
I don't know, that's just me talking. But
no, I agree. Like I feel like those are general things. Like you shouldn't have to ask for a man. It should come already.
That's good. It should come with the package.
Yeah, it should come with the package. Like those are the type of things. If I'm discussing about like girls' relationship with you, like that's a main conversation started. Like for
a fact.
And then we go into the specifics. You know? I feel like specifics is different for different people. Like religion.
That's very true. That's
like
very
those
true.
things are really specific. Like if I'm like Christian, like whatever it is, like I'm not even gonna name religion because everybody's like different.
Yeah.
There's different type of religions around here. But like some people like they prefer that type. Or like I don't wanna like say add like sex into it, but like it's like those are things are specific. Like people are looking for partners who never like experienced that before because they're experienced with them for the first time.
Oh, Claire, you're speaking. Oh my gosh, no facts though.
True.
Like some people are just like, oh, I can't date somebody who has too many bodies, or I can't date someone who's even a virgin. Like some people don't even want a virgin to date. Like it's really like your own decision kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel like different people is different. Like there's different specifics between like different girls, like and men too. Like we're speaking from women perspective because we're women, but we know that men have these things also.
And they'll be on the podcast one day, coming soon.
One day.
One day. But yeah, I understand that. And to be honest with you, general types and specific types kind of go together.
They align.
Yeah, because you like need to like find that good mixture, that good balance, and you have to set your standards kind of high. And that goes into the second standards.
Yeah.
Now, ooh, let's talk about standards.
Oh my God, people kill me about this all the time, Brie. I know. But I probably had this conversation before.
You did.
Standards,
I
I don't know. That's why I feel like sometimes like it's hard for me to like take anything seriously because my standards are very high, and I feel like it's a reason why they're high because like even like sometimes the things I might ask for like they sound unrealistic, like but it's good to set your standards high because when you set it high, you can either dim them down a little bit, but when you start at a low standard, it's like you settle for anything.
Yeah,
like, like, you just take
That's
anything
so
off the streets.
true.
Like that's not it. Like if you know you have a set price in mind, you're not gonna go below that price, above it too much. But like if you don't have no price at all, you just
you're for anybody.
Yeah,
like,
you just take anything you see off the shelf.
Yeah, exactly. If somebody likes you, it's like, oh, I mean, they like me, so like, why not give it a try? No, okay. We need to set them standards, and to be honest with you, it's good. I like how you said you set yours really high because, like, to be honest with you, the whole getting into the topic of like you get what you like, the opposite of what you wanted, but not the opposite, but like for standards, you'll get something a little different. Like you'll start to let some things go. Like, okay, like, I mean, the general and specific thing. You know what I mean?
If they fit the general, maybe the specific doesn't matter too much.
That
like,
much. Exactly. And that's, like, okay to do, you know? So that's when the man in your mind starts to, or woman in your mind starts to, like, swear. Exactly.
Like, and you start seeing, like, maybe those things I had in my head were just, like, too much.
Yeah.
And there were too much expectation.
Exactly.
And maybe this will work for me, like,
Yes, because you guys, you don't really need someone, for example, the whole, like, I want to date a virgin thing, right? So, like, let's say if they're not a virgin, so you're telling me a great person, you're going to just let them go because...
Yeah.
But some people, like, they really stick by that, though. Yeah. That's the crazy part. Like,
that's me in height, I feel
like. Really you think
I
so?
do, like,
I'll let that slide. I'm not gonna lie. I'll let it slide a little bit. If you're, like, here, if we're looking at each other, I might let it slide. Like, I might wear 2-inch heels for you. Like, I won't wear the 6-inch, baby. I won't wear the 6-inch. I'll wear the 2-inch because at the end of the day, like, to me, looks do mean something to me. They really do. But, like, what's really, like, I don't want to say on the inside, but personality really be getting me. That's like, what hooks me or not. Because they can look so good, and the personality could be...
Yeah, I don't... Like, the looks thing, I don't ever look at it. Like, I don't know. I always say I like them medium ugly. Because, like, medium. As long as you're cute to me, that's all that matters.
For
like,
real.
I don't want you to be a pretty... I don't like...
For the world to see, like, everybody's like, oh, that's the one.
Yeah, that's mine. I like that. I like looking at that, but that doesn't mean, like, it's something you like. It's not yours, it's mine.
Exactly.
But, like, in terms of, like, the looks thing, like, no, you have to, like, I could look at somebody, you could be so good looking, like, to me, but the minute I have a conversation with you, and you just sound so childish.
Yes.
Like, you have no intellectual mindset.
Maturity,
like,
down.
The demons come out of me. I'm just done.
Not the demons. No, but seriously.
But like, I feel like everything just comes out of me. I'm just like, I'm done with it. Like,
yeah, like you're just over it because why are they acting like that?
Yeah.
Seriously though, like. I don't even know where I'm at right now.
I don't know.
I'm just chatting.
I know, like, competition phone. I feel like the standards thing, like, specific being, like, what you talked about, what you said about like the inside, within inside person. It's like it's cliche when you say it, like, okay, I like them from the inside.
Yeah, right. I like the personality, but it's true. Like at the end of the day, like let's be real. Like I see all these. Oh, shoot, I don't want to let people. I don't want to like cover anybody, but like you see it a lot on social media. We're gonna talk about social media really quick. You see the prettiest of girls with not the most prettiest of guys, and it's just like.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like because it's the personality that got them at the end of the day. It had nothing to do with the looks. Like guys will be like, nah, she liked the way a guy look and she liked the way da-da-da. If you have yourself together and you're treating her right, and like let's say, you know, like you gotta like make yourself look presentable, like the best you could look. Like, come on, you can't like let yourself go. But like at the end of the day, if you're the best person you could be and like I don't want to say you don't look that great because you look great in someone's eyes. Okay? Yeah, but like you just have to like be confident and go for it, because I know a lot of guys, like, they're scared to, like, go for it, you know what I mean? And you end up not getting the girl that you wanted because someone else already grabbed her. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
but sometimes I can't even blame guys, because like I feel like as girls, like, we're really hard on guys. Like, it takes a lot of confidence to go up to a girl when you see her and approach her. Like, if I stand by this all the time. Like, if a guy approaches me the nicest way and he tells me I look beautiful, I'm gonna say thank you. I don't like girls who brush it off like, all right, like,
yeah, I never.
Unless somebody approach you rudely, then you have the right to do that. But if somebody comes up to you nicely, like, hi, I find you beautiful, like, find the nicest way to say it back. Even if you don't find them, like, attractive to you, like, just say it nicely, because it takes confidence.
Like, I appreciate that. Yeah. Like, that's all you gotta say. Like,
some girls, you just be like, oh my god, like, he didn't say nothing rude.
Yeah, seriously. No, that's bad. And you're right. I see it a lot, actually.
I do too.
I feel bad. Like, these guys, like, you're right, it does take a lot of confidence. And it's just like, the rejection is a scary thing.
Yeah, it is. Like, a lot of guys, they see a girl they think they find pretty, like, and the thing is, when they with their homies, like, okay, then maybe I shouldn't approach her because my homies are with me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I feel like girls do it too. Like, we are girls, it's like, okay, maybe I'm not going to approach him. But we have this thing where we do eye contact. Like, you guys are look. We do eye contact, and you notice us throughout the day.
No, like, facts. Every time we walk past each other, like, we already know kind of, like, where you're going to be at a certain time, depending. Everyone's like, like, you know, hi. Or if we're in a group setting and we see you from across the room, like, pay attention to that, because that's real.
That's how girls, like, they're not going to say it. I'm personally not the type of girl who's afraid to shoot my shot.
Yeah, Claire over here.
I'm not afraid to shoot my shot.
He's bold and I love it.
I know, because I feel like you don't know. Like, you never know. Like, and guys like that too. They do it to us all the time, so why not do it? Like,
fast.
I tell my friends all the time, like, there's nothing wrong with shooting a shot. If you like a guy, heart his stories. Like,
no, oh my gosh, that means too much right now.
You're the hearty lady?
That's really bad. Like,
no, people be thinking they're ready to get married from a heart.
For real, like, what's going on?
But I honestly think it's just love. Like, you're just showing love.
For real, like, I liked your story. Like, it doesn't mean, oh, when you coming over.
Yeah,
like, it doesn't mean that to me.
That's so true.
Okay? It doesn't mean that. But so the next point is we end up needing what we never expected. And I feel like that's so true. I don't know how to bring this up, but it has happened to me. And I just felt like I wanted the standard of a guy that was like, you're right, like over the top, like I wanted him to do this and that and the third. And I didn't think about like all the like nitty gritty certain type of things that a guy could like really make you feel comfort, like, you know, about. And I'm just like, okay, like I'm just gonna, you know, this is what I want and I'm gonna stick to it. And then boom, someone comes along and then they do all the things that I never expected, and I'm just like, shoot, like, wow, like I didn't know I needed that. Yeah, right. Like I didn't know I needed that. Like it's really things that like you put on this list, and then they check other boxes, and it's just like, wow, like this is what I needed all along, but I didn't even know it.
Yeah, I feel like that's when we start separating like realistic ideas versus unrealistic ideas.
Yeah.
Like, because when you get to know somebody, you never know what you will settle for until you meet the person. Like,
that's good.
You never know. Like we could have these extravagant ideas in our head, right, about how we want a guy to be, what we want from a guy.
Yeah.
But until we meet the guy and we get to know the guy, all these things go out the door. Like, you know.
It really does.
Like just like the puppy love thing, stage thing, like it's real. Like when you meet somebody, it's like everything you was thinking about, all the lists you had down on the paper, they're all gone. Like, and then you start to form your list based on that person. That's how your list. You become like creating the type of guy I want based on him, like or her, like whatever you prefer. Like, but it's just like you don't ever really know what you truly want, until you meet the person. Like all these ideas are just ideas.
That's very true, and I really do get that, but I hope that, like, the standards that you had before you had that person still kind of stand, because, you know, there's those hard standards that you shouldn't get rid of, because at that point, then it's what? Lowering your standards to the person that you're with, and then, you know, but, like, at the end of the day, like, if you have, like, high standards, like you said in the beginning, and then that person comes along and, like, checks some boxes, but is in a different way, okay, like, now we see that person could fit somewhere, like, they have something on your list, like, But then again, here goes into the next point that I wanted to touch on. Making a list of negotiables and non-negotiables.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we need to do. Because I'm not going to lie, I have a list. Do you have a list? Yeah.
I have a list. But I don't know, my list is like, I feel like my list is just like, unrealistic.
Listen, everyone's list for themselves, like, it's you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is what you want. Mm-hmm. This is how you're gonna be happy for the rest of your life. Because me, when I get with a guy to turn into, you know, dating, a relationship to marriage, okay? So if it gets to marriage, this is the one I'm gonna be with the rest of my life. I don't believe in divorce. So my list is it's hefty. And it's gonna stay that way. Like, and do you have your list in your head or on paper?
I think it's more in my head, like negotiables and non-negotiables. Like I'll start with the negotiable list. I feel like things such as height. Like I mentioned, it's negotiable though.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
I think like it's
That's
different for every woman, but at the same time, like you meet a guy and you get to know him, it's like the height thing goes out the door.
That's good.
Or
yeah,
like if
100%.
the preference you had for height lowers a little bit, like you know that's fine. And also like I feel like success, like that's negotiable because like we as college students, like we say we want a man this and that, but you can't expect success to the highest level when you're in college.
Yeah.
Like, you can't expect a guy to have his stuff all together and like, you know, everything together. Like if you're in college, like what are you gonna bring to the table?
No, seriously. Like what are you doing? Like you can't just look at that person and be like, I want this and that, and then now you're sitting here like still trying to study for the next test or like oh, come on, like you have to grow together. That's all.
Yeah, that's so true. Like we can't. I feel like like this generation with girls, with females specifically, I feel like sometimes like I don't even want to say this because I feel like it's controversial, but
and that's fine. That's what this podcast is about.
Okay.
Topics on this is what this podcast is about. Topics that like our generation doesn't want to talk about.
Yeah.
So like, what did you want to talk about?
I think like just being surrounded. This is my personal experience.
Okay.
I mean, personal opinion, my personal experience, and everything.
Yeah.
Just being around guys nowadays, I feel like women work harder, and I don't know, like. Call me wrong. I don't know. Call me out on it. But I feel like women work harder because like we want the finest things. Like we want to look nice. We want to have nice stuff. Like so by any means we work hard to get it. I mean I feel like men are lazy in an aspect like okay it's whatever. Like the little things they require it's like they'll work for it and once they got it it's like okay whatever.
That's it.
We have maintenances that come every month. It's an every month type thing. You know, it's a cycle. Like lashes every month, nails every month, toes every month. Like we can't just give up after one check.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
You're speaking exactly.
Like that's why I feel like that aspect, girls work harder than men. Like nowadays, in my experience, like the men I've been around, it's like guys work yes, but they work for just a lump sum of things they want at the moment, and then they just let it go. Like they don't care to just get the next job and like try to keep a stable income. They don't.
Right. Yeah, I feel like in college, like most guys, like even like some older ones, like I do feel like they have that mindset. But I feel like some people, like for example, like some people are saving for like things like a car. You know what I mean? Or like a house. Yeah. And that's understandable. But like you also have to keep up like with your monthly appearance. You're telling me that I mean, I'm sorry to say this. But you're telling me that the jeans that you had back in 2010 are the jeans that you're wearing
2010 is crazy.
come on, like
that's true.
Like the girl's gonna keep up her appearance. That's the reason you got her. You need to keep up your appearance too.
Yeah, because we keep up with the trends. Like,
exactly.
You know, we try to at least like I feel like every season for the most part, girls order a bunch of stuff, like, you know, just to change, like, cause like we like to do stuff like that. Yeah. And I'm not saying it's for every girl.
Yeah.
We're speaking from experience. Like, that's how we are. And I feel like certain things, like when you get older, like certain things start to like become like necessities, and it's things just become a need, like I'm like a want.
Exactly.
Like lashes, for example. Like some girls, they think it's a want for them every month. Like and for some other girls, it's not. It's just not. Like it's not. Like it's just not something. That's not something that we think about doing every month. But I just think like guys are more lazy.
Yeah, like they're just not putting in as much effort, I guess. Maybe they're putting their effort into other things. I mean, these are considered materialistic in a way.
Yeah, they are.
So like,
they are.
They are. It's materialistic things, but like, let's be real. Like, guys out here in this generation are looking for, and they're, I don't want to say the baddest girl, but like the girl that's gonna catch their eye, the girl that's gonna make them, you know, feel some type of way.
Yeah, the it girl.
Yeah, and that girl usually has the things that we mentioned, like, you know, always has her hair done, always has a nice outfit on. Like, yeah, you could probably still make those 2010 jeans look good, but like,
switch it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, women like guys who put themselves together and like you look nice. Like I think that's very like attractive. Yeah, I can like dress nicely and like, you know, just get out of that regular like funk like sweatpants and sweaters.
Exactly, because when we want to go out to dinner, like, what are you gonna put on? Like,
yeah, like, you know,
what are you gonna put on? You better not come out with sweatpants. We're gonna be, that's a non-negotiable right there.
Yeah, non-negotiable.
That is a non-negotiable.
Yeah,
we cannot.
Like, if you're going out with your girl, like, she wants to feel like the prettiest girl ever, and for her to feel like that, she has to have a good-looking man on her arm.
Yes.
Like, you cannot be dressed any kind of way if you're going out with your girl. That's not a good look. Like, I feel like even if she doesn't say it, it does bother her sometimes. Because I even had like this conversation with friends I know. Like, if they're going out with a guy, it's like, what are you wearing? Like, it's not not to even be rude, because like you're allowed to wear whatever you want, but like different settings like call for different outfits, and like, you can't just come out and go to a restaurant looking like that, you know?
And you know what's something that I just remembered that my sister told me that I just have to now take into consideration? Like, some guys really don't know. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, really? Like, do you really not know? And they don't.
They don't.
Like, sometimes you'll have to really, like, just tell them, like, babe, like, I want you to put something nice on tonight. Yeah. Like, you know, that shirt would be nice, you know, like, let me, you know, maybe buy them a shirt, but like, listen, that's what you want to spend your money, but like, you know,
I was just
getting that money out of it.
Yeah, I think so. Yo, I feel like girls, like, I do.
I'm a gift giver, like,
I feel like that's my way of showing love. Like, you know how love languages work?
Exactly.
Like, my love language receivingly wise, I feel like I like to receive, like, attention. Like, that's my love language. But to give out, I think it's like gifts. Like, cause I feel like doing nice things for people, like, I just feel like it makes me feel good. Like,
the smile on their face, like, oh, like every time they see that thing or have that thing, it's like they think of you, like, you better, you better. But like, I definitely feel that. And for you, like you said, your love language, like the whole, like you said, receiving,
I like attention.
Yeah. So like that would be a non-negotiable.
I think it's called, like, is it attention or like
affection or not?
Personal time. Like, I don't know. I forgot the
quality time.
That's what it is. Quality time.
Yeah.
But that's how I like to be. I like to feel love. Like, when you spend time with me, like, I know, like, you really mess with me, like.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about laid up in the bed, because that's the thing too.
Woo!
Guys, that's why most guys don't know how to, like, you know, put themselves together and go out, because like they're so used to the relationships where they're just at home watching TV.
And that's low key our fault, okay? Because girls now, they let the guys have it too easy. Like, why are we in the bed all the time? If you don't tell him, get up, go get dressed, let's go. Like, why are we laying down? Why are we sleeping? Like, there's so many things to do in the day, and all you want to do is sleep. We can sleep after we do the event, or not even. Like,
if you get yourself outside, like, you get worn out. And when you sleep all the time, it's like you're always constantly tired because your body is over rest. Like, that's a thing too. When you're over rest, your body's tired. Like, you need to get up, do something. Like, I don't know, I like to do, like, and things like, the girl doesn't always have to ask for it. Like, the partner doesn't always have to ask for it.
That's true.
Planning spontaneous things. Like,
I love
let's
spontaneousness.
Go. Like, let's go. Let's go out. Like, why are you sitting in the bed? Let's go. We're going out tonight. Like, those things, oh my God, like, they make you feel so loved and feel so appreciated.
And you know what? And that's what you have to put on the list, because we're saying all these things now, but to be honest, when you have a list in your head and you don't write it down, you can forget.
Yeah.
So, like, to be honest with you, I have a challenge for everybody watching this podcast. If you're a man or a woman, make a negotiable and a non-negotiable list, because you need it. Like, I literally have mine, and some days, like, you know, I go over it and I'm just like, yes, this is what I want. This is what I need. Like, okay, this, like, I would like it. And, like, sometimes you could, like, try to, like, you know, put it in there. Like, if they're not acting a certain way and, like, you want them to kind of, like, I don't want to say change, but like, you know, like form into the person that you like, which you could do.
Yeah,
you know, it's okay to change. Honestly, let me say, it's okay to change. Like, you're supposed to change. Like, you can't be the same person that you were. Like, I'm not the same person I was in freshman year. Like, you're not either. Like, it's okay to change. But I don't change too much for somebody. But, like, you know, still be yourself. But if that person, if you know that they like this type of thing, like, make them feel good. Like, make them feel like, oh, wow, this person really cares for me. Because that's what it's showing, like, to be honest.
Yeah, the changing part, like, I feel like we're not really in control of that. When we like somebody, it's like, all or nothing. Like, you can't even control how you react to things. Like, it just happens. But I feel like it's important that you keep your friends around you to keep you in check in reality. Like, because, like, when you just let yourself just sworn into the relationship too much, it's like, you forget, you're just so deep into it. But when you have your friends that remind you, like, hey, like, you haven't hung out with us in a minute. Like, you know, let's go out. Like, things like that, just, like, a refresher. Like, oh, my God, okay. I'm losing myself. Like, let me get out of the funk. Like,
stay busy.
Yeah, stay busy. Like,
stay busy.
Oh, yeah, stay busy. I don't know. Like, my pet peeve, my biggest non-negotiable. Yeah. Just thinking of it. Yeah. When a guy is always constantly texting me, I don't like that. I feel like
Claire.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with texting me like throughout the day. Like I don't like you just leaving the conversation dead. Like, if you have something to do, explain to me, like, hey, I won't be texting you, like, I'm busy throughout the day. That's fine to me. Good. But you just keep texting me, like, little small things throughout the day. Like, it's not important. It's not important. Like, I would just feel like, what are you really doing? Like, you don't have no obligations. Like, you're not busy.
Okay, I understand
like,
that.
Things like that.
Like, what's your goals?
Yeah, like, when a guy calls you, like, or texts you later and they're like, hey, how was your day? Like, what'd you do today? Like, you know, it feels much better because, like, I haven't talked to you all day, so, like, now I appreciate it more. Yeah. But if I've been talking to you all day, like, by the time you call me at night, I'm like, oh, I'm tired.
We already talked about it all.
Yeah, we talked about it all day. Like, I'm ready to go to sleep. Good night. See you tomorrow. Like, you know.
No, for real. Wrap it up.
Like, you know, that's girls, like, picky about stuff like that. I know I am. Like, when, like, the things I required when I was younger, like, it's so different now. Like, younger me, like, even like a few months ago me, like, you could change like within small amount of time. Like, it doesn't matter. Like that. Yeah, like, it doesn't have to take years for you to change. Like, you see something, you watch something, you hear something, your preference, your ideas, your mindset change. Like, all of a sudden, like, or even like small experiences that you've been in. Like I'm not in a relationship, but like I feel like I have all these things in my head of what I want a relationship to be like. Yeah. And I feel like that's why I'm picky. Like, and this, I don't know. Like,
I think it's okay.
It's okay to be picky. Okay. Like, sometimes I know it's not, like, I literally like have to have reality checks with myself, like, and tell myself, like, Claire, that's not realistic. Like, you know, you know, like, you know, it's not realistic. Like, but you know, like, until you have it, you just want the, like,
you want it all.
You want it all. You want the biggest, like, you know. But until you get it, you see, like, how valuable it is, like, and how much it takes to get there. You appreciate the things that you already have.
That's so.
But I'm not in it yet, so like.
You just have those still.
I'm just thinking about all the things
until someone grabs your attention. Like, you know what? That just knocks off the people that are trying to get to you. And, like, you know, like, you see that there's nothing there. So you think of the things that you want. And you're just like, okay, that person is not even close to what I can have. That's good. Yeah. But when someone finally grabs your attention and they're just like, okay, they're doing some stuff. They're showing me this. Now you bring them into your life. That's when you can start to negotiate. Yeah. You know what I mean? But don't negotiate too fast because you need to figure it out.
Yeah. And I feel like, okay, we're talking about all these lists of things you want versus you need, and negotiables and non-negotiables, realistic versus unrealistic. But at the same time, I feel like before you even get to that point, you have to realize what you really want first. You have to really spend time with yourself and just love yourself, value yourself first. Because if you don't do that, like, being alone and dating yourself first matters.
That is so good.
Well, when you get into a relationship with somebody, you don't even know what you're letting slide. Yeah. Because, like, you don't care. You don't love yourself enough. Like, you let a lot of things slide, and I've seen it a lot. Like, you let a lot of things slide because you don't know what you really, truly want.
Even with myself in the past, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I used to let so many things slide because I didn't know how I wanted to be loved, liked. I didn't know nothing. Like, it was like, oh, if that person said something, it was like, oh, I was doing it. Or, like, if they didn't do something for me, then I was just letting it go. Like, me, I like it when a guy opens the door for me. Okay, I am a really...
Chivalry is not that.
It's not. Okay, I really appreciate that. It makes me, like, feel bubbly inside. And I would let things like that slide in my past. Like, I really would. But now I'm just like, no, man. Like, come on now. Like, I really want that door to be open. And then if you tell them, like, once and maybe twice, maybe, and they still don't do it, like, that's when you need to realize, like, is that person really for me?
Yeah, and
like,
then don't ever take that's not the type of guy I am. No.
No.
No. That's not the type of guy I am, no.
You're not the type of guy I want.
Yes, exactly. I'm not. She gotta go. That's low vibration. Low vibration.
Literally, like, these people need to learn, like, and it's just like, it goes the same way. I don't want to be talking all about men because, like you said, that we're women talking about this, but I'm really sure that men have their own opinion too about like things that girls do that they would like to change. So like, if you want to be on this podcast episode, please let me know if you're a guy, because I really do want guys on this podcast episode. But
you could be a part 2 elaborating on this conversation, because like we're
part 2.
We're women. Like, we can only speak from what our experiences, what we want, our dislikes and our needs. Like, we can't really speak for men, but we're saying it out there for men to hear. Like, you know, what women really like. If you're sitting down trying to get with a girl, like,
exactly,
those things matter. And I feel like this generation just let a lot of things slide. I hate saying this generation, but it's like it really is. Like, it is. Like, bro, I'm such a hopeless romantic. I really am. Like, I know I'm like, okay, I'm always giggling, laughing, like.
Claire's a hard one, but I'm telling you, on the inside, man, you're
I'm a hopeless romantic. Like, I want all those things in my head, and I just, like, that's why I feel like I don't settle for anything, because, like, I just want this idea of love in my head, and if you don't give it to me, like, first of all, I'm not gonna take you seriously, and I'm not saying, like, sometimes I could do my part and do better when I talk to people, but I feel like there's a reason why I'm not taking them seriously, like, or I'm not giving as much attention as I should be, or, like, I'm not, like, behaving a certain way, because, like, I don't think you take it seriously. It's like especially when you're in college, like, these things, like, they could be meaningful, but you know when you get with somebody, it's like, it's not, like, something that's gonna be lasting
long
forever.
term, short term, exactly.
Like, it's just college, like, you know, it's just like you meet people, like, you experience things, like, it's just like, it's experiences, like, don't hold any grudges and stuff like that. But I feel like when you get to the point where you meet somebody, it's like, it's hold stirring, like, you know. Like, I'm really hopeless romantic. Like, I love watching old romantic things. Like I read all the romantic books. Like,
they do all that. And I feel like every girl wants that. I don't even want to say, like, I mean, I don't know a girl who doesn't right now. You know what I mean? Like, a girl likes to be treated good. A girl likes it when guys do things that, like, spontaneous things that, like, they're not expecting. Like, that stuff is, like, it's
important.
It's important. And guys think that, oh, this generation of girls don't want that. This generation of girls want this and this. Whatever they're thinking in their head.
Yeah, I think like you see all the Jada Waitas, the Aries, like, it's like the guys they get, it's like they splurge on them, like, but things like that.
They're getting them Gucci bags. They're getting them the most expensive things. And I'm not saying I don't want that long down in the future when we have successful jobs and we have, like, a mansion. I mean, who knows? But, like, right? I think just doing something that you have the money for at that moment, and that, like, you really put thought into is good enough. And don't think it's not, because the girl who thinks it's not is not the girl for you. Okay? And the girls who really appreciate that are the ones that matter. You guys are giving your time and effort into these girls that are, like, disrespecting you, and you're just letting it slide. Like, that's the whole thing of letting, like, this generation letting things slide. That's the one thing that guys are letting slide. They're just like, oh man, I know that she wants this big thing, so, like, I'm not even gonna bother to get her the small thing. Like,
and, like, I feel like that's a lot. I feel like that's money is one of the aspects that's scaring guys away from relationships.
It really is.
Like, I know, like I have guy friends, like, and they're trying to get into a relationship. It's like they just sit there. They talk to you about, like, money wise. Like, if I know, like, I tell guys, like, I feel like if you don't have money, if you know you're not stable, don't get into a relationship, because you're making it hard for the girl to even also, like, be with you, because, like, that money is a big conversation. Like, that's true. And that's the type of thing, like, you don't want to be having too much pressure on somebody, but with money, like, if you're not ready to be in a relationship, like, I'm not saying for you to have hundreds of thousands of dollars, like, no, that's not realistic. But if you cannot take care of yourself and add me into it, then don't even consider a relationship, because you're stressing yourself out, making me feel like I'm pressuring you to do things for me when I'm not. But those things should come already, because if you like me, I shouldn't have to ask for those things. Like, you taking a girl out on a date, like, I'm not saying you pay for it all the time, but, like, those type of things, like, girls like for you to offer it. They start offering things when they see that you can provide for them. Like,
literally.
You know, like,
once a guy shows that he can provide for a girl, you don't know how many things that girl's gonna do for you, man. Yes. That girl will treat you like, woo! I think you're like, okay, what you want? Like, okay, like, that really means a lot. So, like, you're right, Claire. Like, if a guy doesn't have the financial support at the time, I'm not saying, like you said, not like a lot of money, but if it doesn't have something to, like, what did you say? Tell me. If you have a life and you can't add me to it, leave it.
Yeah. Don't even consider, because you're going to that is already gonna make it toxic, because a girl don't ever feel like, she don't ever want to feel like she's pressuring you to do things for her.
Exactly.
And when you don't have it, that's how it feels like. Because if you don't have money, money's always on your mind. Mm-hmm. And even if you have it, but you have it for the things that you want, you can't be around somebody that needs that type of stuff. Like, you know?
And the girl's not asking you to always spend money on her, like you said. She's not, like, take the girl out once every
few months,
2 weeks, like every 2 weeks, take her out on a date, like take her out on a really good date. I'm not saying that you guys can go on little dates before then, but like a really good date, like you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like a really good date once a month, and then like throughout the month, like you do little small things. Like, it doesn't require hundreds of dollars.
It doesn't.
That's like an ice cream date, something like that, movie date, like
exactly.
Those things, like even like doing things that she mentioned, like it don't really require money. Like just going sightseeing, like going to see
drive
the
for a
drive. For a drive, just
pay for gas money. Like you can't do that.
Yeah, like just things like that matter. Like a big date in a month, every month a big date matters. I feel like you have to make sure you're not losing your girl. Like where you at? Like let's go.
For real.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it would be nice if it was twice a month, but you know.
Yeah, we're not trying to be picky because we know where we at right now.
Yeah, right.
We can't. But ladies, we can take the men out on dates too. But don't be doing that if you don't deserve it. Don't be doing that to any guy, okay? Don't be special any guy, because that's not right.
It's not.
That's not right. We work way too hard for our money, and guys do too.
Yeah,
don't be special with any girl, because
don't do it.
Not every girl deserves that.
Yeah.
Not every girl is like. I'm not saying dating material, because that's very rude to say, but like some girls, you just meet them and you just know like they don't really care about themselves.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, why would I wine and dine you when you can't even wine and dine yourself? Like, you know what I mean? It's facts. It's really facts.
I care.
Like if you're not gonna treat yourself like that, why would I treat you like that? Like
we just all gotta mature. Like
yeah, we do, and I know I have maturing to do.
We always do. I'm telling you, but it's just like as long as you know that you're not the same as you were, like I would say maybe like 2 months ago or like something, then you know that you're making progress, and that's all that matters. People mature at different paces, different times, and it just all depends on you, but. You have to want it for yourself. Yeah, you can't just expect it to come out of nowhere. Like, you have to want it. And it's hard. It's a lot of work.
It is. Like, so you have to take a lot of time for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You have to take time for yourself. Like, I feel like college is really the place where... we're speaking from college because we are in college.
Yes.
But I feel like this is the place where you really figure yourself out and see what you really want.
That's
like, people meet their husband, their wife here in college.
They do.
And it's okay if you don't.
And it's okay if you don't. It's okay.
You're going to come out of it, trust me, learning something about you and what you want in guys, like, or whatever that you prefer.
Yeah.
You're gonna come out of it learning something, but like I feel like it's really the time where you really take to yourself and like just learn about yourself and what you want.
That's good.
What you need and like the things you don't settle for.
Oh, Claire, that's a great way to end it. You know, don't settle for like your non-negotiables. Okay, those are gonna stay hard. Put them on the list, and for your negotiables. Adjust, okay? Like, it's okay.
Yeah. It's really okay to just not, like, get everything on the list. Like,
yeah, it's okay to not check all the boxes off. It's not. Because, and in the future, when you guys are grown and, like, you know, those boxes can get checked off then as well. Like, they don't have to get checked off so early.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if people ever, like, heard the concept you could build the person you want. You really, truly can.
That is a fact, okay? That is a fact, because when you really like somebody, you're gonna change for them. Like, and vice versa, but don't do all the changing if that person's not changing too. Okay? But if you guys are both changing for each other, like, you know, molding into like, that is the best type of relationship in my opinion. Oh my gosh, like you guys got it. Like you guys guys got it. Like, there's nothing that can break you down. Like, honestly, like, I think that's the best type of relationships. When you're like, when you really like know that that's the person for you, and you're like, okay, like, I can start to negotiate things and like change a little bit for this person. Let me see if they change a little bit for me, and then they can, and then they will, and then you just start changing it more, and oh, it's just so beautiful. But
and if you out there, guys, like, don't be discouraged. Like,
yeah.
Even if things are not working out, and you make your list and all those things, and they're not working out, trust me, somebody's gonna come along.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna come along. Like, don't ever like, let me lower my standards because of that.
No.
Stick to what you want.
Keep dating yourself.
Yeah.
Okay? Because going out on a single date, a solo date, I've done it. I've taken myself out to breakfast, taken myself out to dinner. Like, I sat outside and, like, what was it? I think it was, oh my goodness. Buffalo Wild Wings. I ate a good burger and I just sat there and I just had a great time. Like, I was just on my phone. And
yeah, Bree's good for that.
Nobody.
She loved taking herself out on a date.
Nobody was bothering me. Like, it was nice. Like, I was
It
like, Bree, you deserve this. Like, get your nails done. Get your toes done. Like, for the guys out there, like, go whatever guys like to do.
You know, play the game peacefully.
Yeah, for real. Peacefully with no distractions. Like,
yeah.
It's real. And you have to do that. You have to know what you like before you put someone in your life so you could, like, express to them what you like.
Yeah.
Because if you can't, then it's just, like, you're going to, like Claire said in the beginning, accept anything. And it's not going to end up well for you.
Nope, not at all.
But, yeah.
Thanks for having me. I love the discussion.
Me too. This was another great episode of Let's Talk About It. And I just want to say, Claire, like, you did that. Okay, so I'm your host, Bree, and this is my co-host,
Claire.
And I will see you on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.